Doesn't take too many guesses to figure out that I'm not in the far north. I've shaken things up and headed south to show you guys the top spots of Down Under. I've got my sights set on the rolling hills full of history, rugged four-wheel drive tracks, and those panoramic views of the Victorian high country. Now, we pride ourselves on taking you guys to places where you can follow and explore in your own four-wheel drive. Buckle up, guys, because I know this trip is going to be an absolute cracker. After making the trek down to Victoria, the city of Melbourne makes for a great starting point as you head out into the Victorian high country. From here, it is a cruisy drive through Warburton, onto the dirt and into the sleepy town of Woods Point. At this point, we lock in the hubs and start aiming for the rocky Barkley River Jeep track, where it stiff locks all the way to the top of Mount Skene and our camp at over 1,500 metres on snow in Swags. We kick off here in the little town of Woods Point. Now, how did this town come about? In the mid-1800s, a general store was established by a man named Henry Woods. He did this to service the people that were here for the gold rush, the Morning Star shelf they found. Now, after 3 years from finding the gold, there was 36 hotels here. But now it's still a great hub, a starting point for trail bike riding and four-wheel driving. This area is completely new to me, so I've brought along a good friend, Adam Craze, and he's going to help me navigate my way through this hilly, steep country. So what's the plan from here, Adam?
Alright, Pen, we're just going to drive through Woods Point here. We're going to turn off just up ahead, go down to Comet Flats. We're going to have some water crossings there. Eventually tonight we're going to end up at Mount Skene.
Sounds awesome. Water crossings straight up, like it.
Yeah mate, we're getting straight into it. It should be good, be a bit cold, so let's not stop in the water.
Sounds like a plan.
So here we are in the Vic High Country. We've started doing these small river crossings. We're going to do some exploring around some old gold mines, go visit some huts, do some big hill climbs, so really looking forward to it. Can't wait to show Penny around.
So what's the go with the track up here, Ed?
Yeah Ben, we're cruising along, but up here it looks like it's washed out a bit. Fortunately the creek's nice and shallow, we can go around that. Looks like the track's sort of closed, but there's a short little run we can do down the creek.
Alright, no problems, I'll follow you.
So we're actually cruising along here on the part of the Goulburn River, nice and shallow, so we're just in first high, cruising along. There's a few river crossings along here, so we're going to have a bit of fun. The tracks are going to get more interesting as we get further into the high country.
It's not actually too deep, is it, Ed?
No mate, no, it's really good. It's a lot better than I thought it was. It's a lot better option than taking that track behind us.
Absolutely.
Good flow down the creek. There we go, just exiting the creek now. Ta-da! Avoided that nasty track, awesome.
Up on the side of the track here, there's an old gold mine. You want to quickly have a look in?
Yeah, sounds great. Haven't seen a gold mine yet, so yeah, keen. It's coming up behind you now.
Hey Pen, we'll go on this one. You got your light?
Yeah, I do actually.
Alright, just be careful, it's really low entry, so if you go first,
Okay.
I'll follow you mate.
Oh, water dropping. How short people do it.
So Pen, as you can see, it's fairly old. They've obviously dug it all by hand. You can see the pick marks scraping through here.
Imagine trying to swing that in such a confined space.
Well, you've seen how far we've walked. It's a long way in, so they've done well by hand. Obviously, they've had some help with joke night. We've got some holes drilled here. Now, they would have had some old sort of drill, whether by hand or something, into that rock.
Yeah.
Put the jelly in there and exploded rock, looking for the reef or something.
Okay.
We've also got a date here of 1870. I can't tell you if that's real or not, but some of those train tracks were really worn away and rusted, so they've obviously been here a long time.
Yeah, absolutely, and they mustn't have found too much gold because it ends here. So.
Yeah, we're a long way in, aren't we?
We are. Can't find some light. That was an experience. experience my first mine shaft with the Victorian High Country. It's so dark in there. Those guys just make us look a bit wimpy, I reckon, to make a living chipping away at those tunnels. It's pretty impressive. You've got to be made of tough stuff to do that.
We're fairly blessed with the high country down here. It's one of those iconic four-wheel drive trips. The whole area is spectacular. We're blessed to have full running rivers, big hill climbs, amazing views. You get the occasional snow during winter. You know, the wildlife's amazing. There's nothing like waking up in your swag to the sound of 100 brumbies running through the camp. Just something magical about it. We're really lucky. It's just after 5 o'clock, a little bit later than I hoped. It's time to go find a campsite. We're still up fairly high at about 1,000 metres. We'll probably camp up here tonight. We're out looking across to Mount Skeen and Falls Creek. Falls Creek's got heaps of snow, Mount Skeen's just got a little bit. We're heading there tomorrow. But yeah, I think it's time we find a campsite, set up, do some planning for tomorrow, cook some dinner, and just relax.
There you go on that one.
Okay, do the right hand run, just stay in that, till you get to these rocks that you can see then. And when you get to that rocks, turn a little bit left, and you'll cruise straight up this hill, mate.
Okay. Take two. No lockers. Nailed it. Check this out. There's snow on Mount Skeen over there. Awesome.
Morning, Ben. How are you, mate?
Yeah, I had an awesome sleep in the swag, so I'm set to go day 2. What's in store?
Yeah, look, mate, I've done a bit of programming on your GPS in your car there, so if you lead off, we're going to head down here. We've got a couple tricky hills to do. We've got a slimy, greasy one, and we've got a couple steep ones. We might do a bit of winching, I'm not sure. We'll see how we go. But we're just going to go on that track straight ahead, so if you just follow your GPS there, we'll head off, eh?
Okay, awesome. Yeah, I've seen you put some waypoints in the Zenit. Thanks for that.
Yeah, mate. I thought I'd give you a chance to lead off. You'll be right. I'll be right behind you.
Awesome.
Originally from Queensland, my wife and I moved here about 15 years ago. But we're also still discovering, after 15 years, new tracks. It's just something fantastic about this place. We love it and we're here to stay down in Victoria. So Pen, coming down that last hill, did you see, looking forward over the snow there?
I completely missed that. What area is that you're talking about?
We're heading towards Mount Skeen, so that's going to be the top of Mount Skeen. We're just coming up to a clearing, you might see it again. So there's still snow around, which is really cool.
It's good news because that's a fairly high point, isn't it?
Yeah, it's about 1,580 metres. So it's nice and high.
Now the Barkley River Jeep track is definitely one for experienced four-wheel drivers only, as there is nowhere to hop off or turn around on this track. Diff locks and high clearance with low range is essential.
Here we go, Barkley River Jeep track. Let's give it a track. We're going to get a massive side angle here. Get into it, walking up. We are using the lockers here. It's a nice big rutted track. do have a fair bit of climbing to do. We've got some rocks and stuff coming up. We really want the car just to walk up. You'll see me rock around a bit. So we're going to get Pen up to this stage. We'll catch up shortly. Alright Pen, it's nice and easy mate, we've got the big ruts. I just put in second load, put the twin lockers on mate. Just walk up, nice and easy.
Alright, here I come.
I'm stopped up here, so just pull up beside me.
Okay, no probs. Here we go, Barkley River Jeep track. See how we go. Okay, first obstacle down. Just going to keep just enough momentum. It's quite narrow. Hello?
You alright? Yeah, I'm just slipping. Hang on a sec.
Stage 2 of the Barkley River track. Ads is in front of me and sounds like he's just having a bit of trouble getting over a rock ledge.
Alright mate, first low all the way, nice and easy. Right where I am, there's a little rock jump up. What you're going to have to do is turn to the left. You just got to go around it, not into it. I tried going straight up and over it, it's not going to work. So you just got to book left a little bit.
Alright, I'll give it a go.
Good line, just going a bit high.
Okay.
Just go back a little bit, Pen. Just give it another go. You're going to have to turn that way a little bit to your left.
If crawling is not going to work, time for something else. Wow, that was tough.
How's the heart rate?
It's not too bad actually.
Good on you. Well done.
Thanks, Greg. I think I was going to get it, eh?
Alright, mate, good footage.
Good stuff.
Lots of wheels in the air. Whoa! Hey, mate.
Hey?
How are you?
I'm pretty good. Yeah, I thought it'd be worse to make it.
Oh, it was worse up here.
It felt okay. It felt okay.
Yeah, it did. But
It looked nasty.
the whole roof was looking at me. BJ was looking under all your car.
When you said give it more gas and then you backed away off the track.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stop. Shut it. Yeah.
That's alright. Good on you, mate. That was a
Good effort.
Well done.
Alright, come on. We're gonna get. So Pen, we just come around the corner, mate. There's just a couple little rock ledges, nothing hard, mate.
Okay, so I see you just going straight up sort of thing?
Yeah, mate, straight up. You'll come around this corner, you'll see the ledges start, and just first load, mate, we'll walk it up. Just watch out for the cameraman having a heart attack on the track. Just make sure he's still filming.
Worries.
This track is one I would recommend to do with a second equally capable vehicle, because it would be a long walk for help if it all goes pear-shaped.
Lockers are in, makes it hard to the corner there. Hopefully keep pushing around. There we go.
Alright, and when you see BJ, he's on the corner, it's really tight. I had to just back up once. As you back up, make sure you're swinging your wheel around because you've got the lockers in, mate.
Copy that.
Alright, you can only go down backwards probably about a foot and a half. So just easy. Stop there. Alright, you're clear coming forward now, mate. Swing it hard. Keep swinging, that's it. Keep swinging, keep swinging, keep swinging. Right down. There you go.
Oh, the view, we're getting really high up now, heading near Mount Ski. Current altitude 1,414 above sea level. Nearly to the top of Mount Ski, and the view out there is absolutely amazing, and the temperature is a whole 6 degrees.
Thanks, Scott.
I got the cameraman, he's alright.
You got a resus machine?
Defib. Alright, just hook him onto that block on the back.
I just had to use a bit more right foot on that first jump up.
Yeah, I'm sure, mate, yeah. It's a little bit tricky, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Alright mate, there's a few little tricky bits, nothing too hard. Down that bottom first ledge, you just need to just walk it up there, mate. There's nothing too hard there. Then you'll come up here, you'll see me, I'll stand on a rock. Just need to avoid it. Looks like you're going right on the edge, but you're actually a couple tyre widths away from it, so you'll be right. But the problem there is, it's a really tight corner. So I drove right up the bank, backed into the trees, then came around.
Okay, no probs, I'm on my way.
That's it, nice and gentle. Just stay on that line, mate. It's going to feel a little bit funny, but you're right, stay on that line. Go that way a little bit. You're right, keep going, you're right, you're right. Alright, now here, I drove straight up the bank, straight ahead of you. Turn down, that's it, yep. You can get that, just go that way. Keep going, turn, turn, turn. Turn. Alright, stop there. Go right hand down, mate. I'm going to back you back a little bit. You've got heaps of room behind you. You're just going to be able to drive that corner now. Just nice and easy, mate. Nice and easy. Punch it a bit. There you go, there you go.
Whew. Felt like I was literally on the edge of the track and it just dropped away to nothing. So glad Ads was there.
Top work, man. Top work, mate.
Cheers, thanks so much for your help. Going around this bend, it just drops away. There's all this dead wooded timber and there's heaps of fog around. It's so spectacular. And Ad said there's snow up here, so I'm looking forward to checking that out because we're up pretty high and it is now dropping to 4 degrees. As we get higher, it's getting cooler, hence the snow. And apparently there's a tight corner coming up here that I have to have a few cracks at to get around. And to give you an idea, we've been on this track now for an hour and a half and we're about 3/4 of the way up. Oh yeah, I see the snow. Finally, snow. Oh wow.
I'm camping, parking snow up here, mate.
Yeah, I'm literally meters away from my first pieces of snow. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's very cool, mate. I'm going to hop out of the car now and just walk down and see where you're at.
Okay. Close. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So not turning.
Sorry?
Is it not turning?
No. Can you just roll back a little bit? Yeah, mate, that wheel's not turning. Definitely locker's not going in.
Okay.
We need to winch probably that far.
Well, okay.
You happy to do that?
Yeah.
Or you want to have another crack?
No, winch is good, yeah. It's so
Right.
easy to pull it out.
Well, you
so.
stay there. I'll run the winch.
Okay. What was that, sorry, Ads?
We'll just check out that rear locker. I think you're having locker problems there. So we'll check that out up the top, mate.
Okay, yeah, cool. I'd like to look too.
That's why I'm not a navvy. I'm a driver.
It turned out my rear locker had not been reinstalled properly. Although switched on, had not been engaging for the last 6,000 kilometres. Not the best time to find out that your equipment is faulty. Done. Made it. It was a bit of a tactical hill, that one, I guess you'd call it. And yeah, check this out. Oh, real stuff. Haven't seen that since I was about 4 years old. So this is awesome. So we're not at the summit of Mount Skene, but we're pretty darn close to the top. And just on the Zenit, you can pick up your altitude really quickly. 1,546 meters above sea level, and it is currently 4 degrees. There's snow all around me here, and this is Camp Tonight. My first taste of the Victorian high country has been exhilarating. Starting off in the stunning Woods Point, crossing the Goulburn River several times, and camping on that helipad with those panoramic views. Also an achievement was completing the Barkley River Jeep track. That track was insane. But I just wanted to let you guys know, if you don't want to do a track like that, that's fine. The beauty of the high country is there's always another option, another track to take. I've especially enjoyed driving into a campsite full of snow. That's a first for me. I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode as much as I have. Stay tuned next week as we delve deeper into the high country.